Hello and welcome to the Bellwood Public School Minecraft Coding Club. I'm Mr. Zanotti here to talk to you about Minecraft, but especially Minecraft's very powerful coding tool called Make Code. And that's what we're going to do today. I've created a world here in which to experiment. It's just a fresh world. I didn't change any of the settings. And you push the letter C on one of those default worlds, you're going to get this, a code builder. Now, yours might look like that. Same thing. We want to make sure that we select this top one here, this puzzle piece, Microsoft Make Code, and that's what we're going to be using to code with a language that's called block coding. Okay, it's like Legos for computer code. So we're going to click on that. And it's actually going to load a separate app within Minecraft that we're going to use to tweak the game. So these are things that are not really possible just playing Minecraft by itself. We're going to be doing things by changing and directing the computer in a language it understands. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you click on Make Code. And we are going to start with new start here. Under tutorials, it's called Chicken Rain, and we're going to use block coding. If you want to go ahead and try Python or JavaScript, those are more professional or advanced kinds of coding language, but we're going to be focused in this club working with block coding. So I'm going to click on that. And when you go into a tutorial, it's going to walk you through the steps, obviously, here. So it says, let's get started with coding in Minecraft. Why not add some life to your world? Maybe a chicken. No, let's have lots of chickens. Click OK. And here we have all the steps, these little dots up top. Or we can click on these next and back buttons to move through the lesson. Okay, so let's talk about what these things do. The blue player commands found on the left here, it's kind of like your toolbox. These are what start the code. And this particular one says on chat command. That means when you type in chat, whatever your magic word is to start that coding, that's what's going to trigger the rest of the sequence to run. Okay, it's like saying go at the start of a race, but we have to put it in terms that our computer can understand. Okay, so on chat command, when you write this word, run this code, please, computer. Okay, and the magic word today is chicken. All right, I've completed the first thing, so I'm going to click next. And now we're going to take a purple spawn from our toolkit. Here it says mobs. So those are creatures in Minecraft, enemies, animals, bees. I guess that's an animal too. Click on that. And we're going to just click and drag. So it's like a Lego piece, and they're built to fit within these little puzzle pieces here, okay? So I'm going to drop spawn animal at. And there's a lot going on here. So spawn means create. Animal, that's what we're going to create. We're going to make chickens, but they have every single entity in Minecraft is available for you, okay? So I'm going to use chickens. And then it has coordinates. And these represent X, Y, and Z axes. Axes. X, side to side. Y, above you and below you. And Z is front to back. Okay, so 0, 0, 0 means you, your avatar in Minecraft. That represents 0, 0, 0. Okay, so I've done the second or the third step here. We're going to go next. Now, we don't want these chickens to just appear at our feet. So we're actually going to change one of these coordinates so that the chickens rain down from the sky. So the second number, to tutorial says is 0, but we're going to change it to 10. So that means when I type the word chicken into chat, one chicken is going to rain down from the heavens 10 blocks above my head, okay? Because I represent 0, 0, 0 when I'm in the game. So 0, 10, 0 is right over top of me, but 10 squares up. All right, next step. We're going to go to Minecraft, type chicken, and we should see a flying chicken. But before you go anywhere, you definitely have to click this big start button. And that tells Minecraft that we are going to use the code that we just created here. Start. And it should automatically bring you back to the game. There we go. Okay. Now, our magic word is chicken. I push T to open the chat command box, like text T. And I'm going to type the word chicken and only chicken, because computers are very literal. If you write chickens or chick, it's not going to work. The magic word is chicken, so it has to be that. I don't have any spelling mistakes, so I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to look into the sky, and nothing has happened. And there he is. Chicken floats down peacefully to Earth. Off. Okay? So every time I type chicken, chicken rains from the sky. There he is again. All right. So I promised you lots of chickens. So let's go back to our code. And we're going to go to the next step here. And we're going to do something that's very useful in coding called a loop. So we're going to go to this green section. And here we have a loop. And a loop is built to fit around another piece of code. Okay? And this one is a repeat loop. So I'm going to put this, and you got to be kind of careful when you're placing these blocks. I want that loop to surround my spawn command. So I have my blue chicken password that starts the code, and then it's going to read everything in the box. I would like 100 chickens. And it's going to do whatever's in this box 100 times. So what's in the box? Spawn chickens at 10 squares above me is what this says. And I believe we're done. Okay? Magic word chicken says, do this 100 times, computer. Make me 100 chickens 10 squares above my head. I'm going to make it a little more dramatic. I'm going to change it to 20. Okay? They have a longer time to spawn down. Important, you got to click this go button at the bottom or it doesn't work. Let me just turn it to daytime. Okay, and let's see if it works. I open up my chat command box. I type the word chicken. I hit enter. And from the sky come 100 chickens. And the code will just keep running until all 100 chickens have been spawned. And when it's out of instructions, it will stop. So it doesn't all happen at once. It's spawning them individually, okay? And you can see they're kind of spreading out throughout the land. And here we have a big mess. Maybe I should have built a fence for them before I created 100 chickens. But there they are. We've successfully created our first mod. Feel free to experiment by changing the coordinates in your code. Have the chickens appear other places. The best way to do it is just by practicing. Maybe repeat your code 50 times. Maybe add another spawn command underneath your chickens so you can get chickens and what's something that can fly? Let's see. A bat. Let's have bats and chickens living together in harmony. Magic word is still chicken. Type it in. Here come bats and chickens now. Okay, so the tutorial is a great way to get started with something simple code, but they're landing on me. But it's even easier to take that beginner code and kind of switch it around to do your own thing. I proceed with caution when you're spawning cows or pigs or dolphins, because those animals don't fly. So they will reach a tragic end when they land on the ground. But don't worry, people. It's not real animals. They're just code themselves. Okay, thanks for watching. Any questions, please ask in the chat. See you on Esby.